Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tabletop Baseball Game of the Week. This week we're going back to 1934 and looking at the World Series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Detroit Tigers. And we're going to be looking at Game 7, which the Cardinals in real life won 11-0, thus winning the World Series. So today we're going to see if Detroit can't rewrite the history books on the tabletop and at least make a game of it, maybe even win the game. And we're going to be playing ATBA, obviously, as you can see right there. So here we go, 1934 World Series, Game 7, St. Louis Cardinals, Detroit Tigers. Let's play ball. Okay guys, so here we have the starting pitchers for Game 7. Dizzy Dean for the Cardinals, Eldon Auker for the Detroit Tigers. Dizzy Dean's an A and a C. Auker is a B. The YZ. Dizzy Dean has an X. So both teams, well actually Detroit will be using, when they're up at bat, they will be looking on fielding 2. And when St. Louis is up to bat, they will be looking on fielding 1 for the result. Detroit is a little bit better defensively. So to lead it off, we have Pepper Martin for the Cardinals. And that is a 54, that's a 32. That's a fly out to right field. Quickly one away. Now batting, John Rothrock. And a 53 is a 17. That is a fly out to right field. And batting third, Frankie Fordham Flash Frisch, or Frank Frisch, the Fordham Flash. And a 14 is a 30. That is going to be a fly out to left. And Auker is a YZ. Need to remember that. Dizzy Dean is an X. So fielding 2 for the Tigers. Bottom of the first, JoJo White. 63 is a 31. 31's a fly out to center field. One away, Mickey Cochran with a 55, and that's an 8. That is a pop out to third. Against an A pitcher, it's a pop out to third. Charlie Gehringer, 66, that's a 0. And a 41 is going to be a single and a stolen base. So man on second with 2 down, and Goose Goslin, the batter, 44 is a 7. 7 against an A pitcher is a single to right, and the runner scores. So Detroit already scored more than they did in real life, 24, and that's going to be a strikeout. So top of the second, Cardinals up, down 1-0, and Joe Medwick, Ducky Medwick, 46, strikeout. Ripper Collins with an 11, that's a 0. And a 64 is a 5, that's going to be a double. So man on second, 1 out, and Bill Delancey, the batter. A 52. It's a 27. Runner on second. Out at first, runner holds. But Ocker is a Y, so that is a strikeout. Ernie Orsatti now, 2 down, a man on second. Can he get him home? A 44 is a 7, and that will do it. Single, and the runner scores. So the Cardinals waste no time tying the game up. Lee DeRocher, 13, that's a 14. Man on first. That's a walk. Pardon me, that's 2 balls. Ocker has a Z. Good control. So 16 is a 28. And that is a fielder's choice. And a 6-4 fielder's choice. So we move to the bottom of the second. Hank Greenberg to lead it off for the Tigers. 51 is an 8. That is a pop out to third base. Marv Owen now with 1 away. And a 64 that is a 39. That is a strike. So he stays alive. 45 is a 14. That's going to be a walk. Marv Owen gets on. Brings up Pete Fox. And a 21 is a 30. And that's fielding 2. 30, fly out to left. Runner holds. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Eldon Ocker, with 2 away and a man on first. And a 35. It's going to be a strikeout. So Dizzy Dean, pretty easy inning for him. And that's going to bring up Pepper Martin. Sorry, Dizzy Dean will be leading off for the Cardinals in the bottom or top of the third. And a 63 is a 31. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Now the top of the order, Pepper Martin. And a 55, that's going to be an 8. And a fly out to center field. So 2 away, Jack Rothrock. A 36, 33 is a Y is a strikeout. Ocker has a Y. So we'll move over to fielding 2 now for the Detroit Tigers, and they top of the order in the bottom of the third. JoJo White, 24. That is a strikeout. And Mickey Cochran, 1 away. A 52 is a 27. And a 27 is a X is a strikeout. And Dizzy Dean has an X. So 2 away. Charlie Gehringer, 45. That's going to be a walk. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Goose Goslin, with one on and 2 down. A 55 is an 8. And that is a ground out to first. Let's see. It's actually assist first, put out pitcher. Dizzy Dean gets over there, covers the base to get the out. So we move to the top of the fourth. Frankie Fordham Flash Frisch and a 12-25. 25 X is a strikeout. Ocker does not have an X. It's a ground out to second. Ducky Medwick. Love the nicknames. 31. That's an 8. That is a fly out to center field. Ripper Collins. And a 34 is a 31. Fly out to center. Not sure how he got the name Ripper. All kinds of things could bring about that nickname, but we'll leave it at that. And let's see, bottom of the 4th. Tied up 1-1. Detroit at the plate. 53. That's an 18. That is a single, or a first on an error on the shortstop. E6. So Hank Greenberg now with a man on first, nobody out. And a 13 is a 14. Dizzy Dean does not have a Z. So that is going to be a walk. So Dizzy Dean in a little bit of hot water here. First and second, nobody out. And Marv Owen at the plate. Does he bunt? No, he does not bunt. 56, strikeout. Pete Fox with 1 away. Runners on first and second. And a 42. That's a 40. And first on an error, filling the bases. And that's an East on the second baseman. And it's going to be an E4. Bases loaded. Brings up the pitcher. There's 1 out. Eldon Ocker with a 44 and a 9. Fly out. Runner scores. Others hold. There's 2 outs, it's a strikeout, but there's not. So he flies out to center field. And the runner on third scores. And the others hold. So I should have recorded that as a sacrifice. My bad, but. So runners on first and second now, 2 down. Detroit takes the lead, 2-1. Back to the top of the order. And a 63, it's a 31. Runners on first and second. And a 31 is a fly out to center field. So Detroit takes the lead, 2-1. We move to the top of the 5th. And Bill Delancey is up. 16. The 28, the ground out to short. Ernie Orsatti, 1 away. A 22 is a 7. That's going to be a single. So runner on first, 1 away. Leo DeRocher, the batter. He's going to hit away. 31 is a 9. It's going to be a single. Hawker is a B pitcher. So a single infield hit. It's going to bring up Dizzy Dean with runners on first and second and 1 out. He really has no choice but to hit away. 16 is a 28. Double play, runner to third, so that's going to be a 6-4-3. Double play to end the inning. Detroit gets out of some hot water there. And we move to the bottom of the 5th with Detroit still leading 2-1. Mickey Cochran with the 31, that's a 9. That is a ground out to short. Charlie Gehringer now, the second baseman. He's a 31. Fly out to center field. 2 away for Goose Goslin. 31 is a 9. That's going to be a ground out to short. So top of the 6th. Cardinals trailing 2-1. Top of the order, Pepper Martin, 44. That's an 8. That's a fly out to center field. And that brings up Jack Rothrock, 54, 32. Fly out to right field. Quickly 2 away, and Frankie Frisch, the batter. 26, so 27, that's a ground out to third. X is a strikeout. He is not an X. So bottom of the 6th now. 2-1 ball game. Billy Rogel, 43. It's a 29. That is a ground out to the pitcher. X is a strikeout though. Dizzy Dean has an X. Hank Greenberg now with 1 away. 44. That's a 6. It's going to be a double. Double for Greenberg. So a man on second, 1 away. Here we go again. Marv Owen, 54. That is a 32. At 32, the flyout runner holds an F, goes to third. Greenberg is not an F. So it's a flyout to right field. Flyout runner holds F to third. Put out right field. Must not have been very deep. So Pete Fox now 2 down, runner in scoring position. Base hit will score him. 41's a 24. That's not going to do it. 24 is a pop out to short. So we move to the top of the 7th. Cardinals running out of outs. Joe Medwick and a 36. There is a walk to lead off. What did I hit? Walk. Medwick leads off the top of the 7th with a walk. That's going to bring up Ripper Collins with a man on first. And Ripper Collins is going to hit and run. That's a 41. That's a 24. Hit and run. Out of first, runner to second. Runner goes to second. So gets the job done in a roundabout way. Runner on second now. With 1 away, Bill Delancey, 36, 33. Pop out to short. Runner will obviously hold. So 2 down. Ernie Orsatti trying to bring Medwick home. A 55 is an 8. It's a ground out to the pitcher. To end the inning. So a little bit of a threat goes by the wayside for the Cardinals. We go to the bottom of the 7th. And Mr. Ocker will lead off the inning. The 12, that's a 25. That is a ground out to second. X is a strikeout. So what is a strikeout? Back to the top of the order, and JoJo White. And the 12, the 29. X is a strikeout. So another strikeout for Dizzy Dean. And Mickey Cochran now the batter. 55. That's an 8. They pop out to third. So 3 up, 3 down. And we move to the 8th inning, top of the 8th. Leo DeRocher to lead it off. If he can get on, oh, there's a 0. He will be getting on, most likely. 42. And that's a double. So now the Cardinals have a decision to make. They're going to go to a pinch hitter. And that is going to be Spud Davis. Spud Davis will pinch hit for Dizzy Dean. As much as I hate to take Dizzy Dean out of the game, it's pretty much come down to that right here. 12 is a 25 with a runner on second. And that's a line out to second. So the runner will hold. So 2 down, back to the top of the order. Pepper Martin trying to get that run home to tie it up at 23, and that's a 12. And that is a strikeout. Eldon Ocker is pitching a heck of a game. Jack Rothrock, 2 down, man on second, and a 22 and a 7. That will do it. A single to right field, and the runner will score. And that ties up the game. We have a man on first and 2 down. Fordham Flash is up. See if they can't keep things going here. 22 and another 7. Runner on first. It's a single to right, runner to third. And runner to third. So first and third now, 2 down. Joe Ocker, or how do I want to call him Joe? Eldon Ocker. Is he going to stay in the game? I think Detroit, they are going to keep him in the game. No, I'll tell you what, they're not. They're going to bring in a reliever. And that's going to be Schoolboy Rowe. Will come in to pitch. And he's a B, so that will make him an A for this at bat against Joe Medwick. Runners on the corners and 2 down. 31, that's an 8. First and third. Fly out to right field. So Schoolboy Rowe gets the job done and gets the Tigers out of the inning without any more damage done. Cardinals need to go to their bullpen now, and that's going to be Pop Haynes. Pop Haynes will be the new pitcher. It's actually Jesse Pop Haynes. And he is a B reliever. So he will be an A pitcher for this first at bat against Charlie Gehringer. Yeah, 33, that's a 0. And a 14, that's a double. So Gehringer leads off with a double. Goose Goslin now the batter against Pop Haynes. 64, and that's a 40. 40 with a runner on second. Fly out to right field, runner to third on the catch. And he's not an S, otherwise he would be out at third. So flies out to right. And runner goes to third. So runner on third now with one away. And Billy Rogel is the batter, 51. That's a 9 against the B pitcher. Single, runner scores, and the batter is out, trying for second. So single, he scores, and the batter is out, trying for second. Yeah, manual advance and T. C. So 2 down, nobody on, but the run is home, and that makes it a 3-2 game. Detroit in the lead. Hank Greenberg, the batter, a 42. That's a 9. That is a single. So Marv Owen, the batter, with a man on first, 2 down. Pop Haynes struggling just a little bit, but they're going to leave him in there. Field 41 is a 24. 24 is a ground out to short. That'll end the inning. So we move to the top of the 9th. Detroit trying to rewrite the history books here and win the World Series. It's down to Ripper Collins to lead it off for the Cardinals. And a 16 is a 28. It's a ground out to short. Bill Delancey, one away. 65, that's a 35. That's going to be a foul out to the catcher. So the Cardinals down to their final out. Ernie Orsatti. Can he keep them alive? Keep things going. 51 is an 8. And that is a fly out to center field to end the ball game. And Detroit has done it. They have rewritten the record books with a 3-2 victory in Game 7 to take the 1934 World Series over the Cardinals. So the win is going to go to Mr. Rowe, and the loss will go to Pop Haynes. We'll get the loss. And the box score looks something like this. 7 hits for the Cardinals, 6 hits for the Tigers. Gehringer with 2 for 3 day. Greenberg 2 for 3. And let's see. Dizzy Dean went 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, but had to get pinch hit for to try to get that run, and they got the run, but then Pop Haynes came in and gave up the winning run. And Auker pitched a heck of a game, 7 2/3. Not very many strikeouts, but he scattered out the hits. So Detroit is the 1934 World Series champions. That's going to do it, guys. Appreciate you watching. We'll do it again next week. Join me again for another episode of Tabletop Baseball Game of the Week. I'll see you again. Take care. God bless.